way too long. Hi guys, it's Helen here, and I wanted to share with you a couple tips on how to survive freshman year of high school. Now, I may be new to YouTube, but I'm definitely not new to high school. I am an upcoming 10th grader or a sophomore. In the fall, in September, I will be going back to school as a sophomore. So I'm fresh out of freshman year, and I thought it would be good to share with you some tips that I would have loved to know going into freshman year, or just something that I think would be helpful. And just to let you know, 11 months ago I was exactly in your place. I was going through all the videos I could find on YouTube on advice on going into freshman year, and because I was terrified. The first tip I have to you is make new friends. This is so important, and for a lot of people it's a really scary thing to do going into freshman year. I think it's really important to understand that everyone else in your grade is going through the same thing you are. Everyone's new, not a lot of people know each other, so it's good if you go up and talk to someone, and I bet you they'll be really happy if you make a conversation. And it's good to just find common interests between one another, like maybe sports, or just say, oh hey, how was your day? How were your classes? What middle school did you come from? Just kind of stuff like that to start a conversation and break the ice. If you're going into high school with a lot of friends in the same grade as you, and you know you're going to have a lot of people there, don't be afraid if you have a class without them, because in my mind that's actually a lot better, because it forces you to make friends, forces you to make new friendships and meet new people, and you're gonna have to at some point in high school, so you might as well start now. But don't think that you have to make all your friends on the first day of school, because I most certainly did not. And a lot of people say that your friends will change from the beginning of high school to the end of high school, and that's definitely true in my case, because my friendships changed from just the beginning of the year to the end of the year. Alright, my second tip is to find a map somewhere. If you can get your hands on a map of a school, definitely do so. This way it will allow you to find your first class and kind of know where to go on the first day of school, so you're not completely lost. And if you know your schedule before the first day of school, like I know we go online to this thing called Parent Portal, and it tells us our grades and schedule for the new year, then definitely find your classes and then mark them on the map and kind of route which way to go, because that's what I did at the beginning, like a couple nights before the first day of school, and it really helped me out. And if you do somehow end up getting lost, don't be afraid to ask someone. Like, there's a million people around you. You know, maybe find an upperclassman, or like find a teacher, anyone, because everyone's willing to help you, because everyone's been in your place before. Also, if you have like separate guidance counselors and administrators, then I'd say find them kind of in the first month or first couple weeks of school, so they're still lenient on you not knowing where to go and will be willing to help you out. Because I know in my school our administrators and guidance counselors go by last name, and there's like 7 or 8 of them, maybe more, I don't know. And I had not gone to my guidance counselor to the very end of the year to do my scheduling for the next year, and I didn't know where to go, and I was like, this is the end of the year, I should probably know where I'm going. Alright, my third tip to you would be is if your school has an orientation, definitely go to it. I mean, it helped me a lot going into school, because they gave us a tour, and it was upperclassmen who, well, sophomores, juniors, and seniors who ran the whole thing, so it was from a student's perspective rather than a teacher's textbook response, and that was a big help to me. And I mean, maybe you could grab a friend or something to go with you. Just make it fun, make a day out of it. I mean, you get to explore your school before school even starts, and I think it's a big advantage going into freshman year. It calmed a lot of my nerves. Speaking of things in the summer to prepare you for school, I did volleyball. I tried out for volleyball for my school team in like August last year, and that was the best thing I had done. I loved that I did that, because I met so many new cool people, and I had a big group of friends going into the year, and that made me a lot calmer on the first day, knowing that I might see some people from my team that I knew. So if there's a sports team or a club or something that starts in the summer, I'd say definitely go for it, because it helped me out a lot in making friends and just getting to know the school too, because we would go there and practice at the gym, and it just it made you more aware of your school. You know what I'm saying. My fourth tip to you would be to get involved, but not too involved. I definitely made that mistake this year. I got way too involved with school and theater and clubs and sports teams that I had no time for myself or homework, which was a big no. But it is really important to get involved with a few things. Maybe join a sports team, join a club, do activities in school rather than just out of school. If you're on an out of school sports team, maybe do a club or something that interests you. I mean, do anything. It's high school. This is your time to try new things, and especially freshman year, you have a million opportunities given to you. Just take some of them, and so you don't regret not doing them. My fifth tip to you would be based on academics. That is the most important thing after all, besides the clubs and activities and making friends and all the fun stuff. It's the reason why you're at school. And freshman year especially, you want to have a good foundation for the rest of your high school career. So in freshman year is when you really gotta get on top of your homework and your studying and your participation in class. And I think participating in class is something that I cannot stress enough, because your teachers see like hundreds of faces a day. Okay, that might be an exaggeration, but they see a lot of faces a day, and you really want to stand out to your teacher. So participate in class by asking questions a lot, answering questions, you know, just making yourself present, you know. Don't just sit in the back of the class and talk. You don't want to be known for talking. You should be known for participation. Another thing that I really cannot stress enough is organization in freshman year. I mean, in any year, honestly, because you don't want to just have a everything folder, a folder that you throw every homework, assignment, and anything from every class into, because that just is a mess, and I know a lot of people do it, including myself, but I've been trying to get more organized through the years. But you know, if you start out strong with a good organization pattern and maybe like look some up online, go on Pinterest, look at like cute ideas for organizing your binders and notebooks and all that stuff, and if you really stay up, keep up with it throughout the years and maybe make it a fun thing, like a monthly thing to organize all your stuff, then I know that that will help you and save time and effort, because losing papers and having to go ask the teacher for a new one, and I don't know, I hate that feeling. On the first day of school, I know a lot of people are kind of like questioning on what to bring, because you're really just going through like rules and regulations and school stuff like that. So you're not actually getting straight into it with a lot of teachers. So my suggestion to you is to definitely bring a notebook, an agenda if you can, a black pen, and a pencil. Because some teachers make you write in pen, some teachers make you write in pencil, and you might be filling out forms that day. And one more thing, I remember that in the first couple weeks of school, I was carrying around my paper that had my classes on it and the classroom numbers and the map of the school, because I didn't know where I was going, and I was like, how would I ever remember which exact classes I'm going to? But I did, obviously. So it's okay to carry that stuff around, and everyone else is, but after a certain point everyone kind of like puts it away, and if you're too like conscientious and don't want to be walking around with a map, my suggestion to you is, if you have an agenda, write your classroom numbers down in your agenda and have the map on top of it, so you can like walk around with your agenda rather than having all the papers in your hand that says your classroom numbers and the map of the school and stuff like that, because that's what I eventually did, and it was a lot easier. So I hope this video was somewhat of a help to you guys. This is pretty much the end of my tips on surviving high school. Just remember, don't be too stressed about it. Everyone else is in your position too. Just take it easy, and you'll always have help there if you need it. So I hope you guys have a great rest of the summer and an awesome first day of school, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.